So here we are again. So this is our video log on growing Remove It Pros into all of the state of Florida, ultimately probably all over the country. We're not sure exactly. Got these two young men that are a blessing in my life. My son and Talon both. They run the day to day of our company, and I kind of float in and out, and they look at my experience and they get my opinion on stuff and things like that. And my job currently is to scale us to go ahead and get to the next level. We're going to go see Alex Hormozy here in a couple days. I'm looking forward to that. Part of the Channel Jumpstart, which is something that Daryl Ives has put out. It's EVES, and and I paid a lot of money for that system, and I have expectations of it, and the expectations are not exactly being met at the level that I want them to be at. First of all, I'm going to say that their program is amazing. So I learned a lot. I probably have had a huge shortcut in what we're doing, because I would have made a lot of mistakes, and that a lot of the things that would have been intuitive to me would have been mistakes. And I learned that from there. What I'm not getting, though, is I paid all this money. I'll go to their video conference, and you would think that Daryl, I paid him $15,000. You would think he would even spend 5 minutes and have a conversation with me, which he did not. And then, yesterday they kind of chastised me because I outlined some things that I was hoping to get out of this program that I didn't get, which, in my defense, I have no other way of getting a hold of them than through Discord. That's the way they have it set up. So it's public. So I'm trying to do a private thing with them. Well, I can't do it. So I send them some things and I say, hey, I'll tell you what it was. So basically what I'm saying is, I need you to look at my videos and tell me what is the obvious thing that I'm not doing right that could make it better. What can you do to help me do that? And that's what I thought I hired them for. Well, what they want to do is they want to put you into these group programs. And the majority of the people in the groups are people that they can't get out of their own way. I don't understand it. So it's not part of my DNA. So they're trying to get up the courage to do their first video. They're trying to get up the courage to do this. They're trying to get the courage to do that. And I've been there. I've been past that. But what I need is I need facts and figures, and what am I doing wrong, and he's teaching you through this program how to do this, but you really don't have enough. I don't have enough background knowledge in their industry to understand at the level that they do. So I'm like, can you watch one of my videos? Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong? Can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? And well, they took it as like I was slapping them in the face or something. And it's not that at all. It's a shame. So anyway, they're going to roast one of my videos today on the program. So they're trying to be responsive, and they got to have structure. I understand that. They only have so much time. I understand that too. I'm in the same boat. So, but at any rate, so I hurt their feelings. I didn't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm a straight liner. I just, 2 + 2 is 4. That's it. I just want, what do I need to do? I'm going to do what you tell me to do, and I'm expecting to have the result that we're going to have a discussion on. So that's where I'm at. So, in God's honest truth at this point, if, I'll learn it either way. It's just a matter of how much time it's going to take. So I want the shortcuts. I don't really want the shortcuts, but I want the instruction manual. I want you to say, look, if you do this and you do this and you do this, you get this result. That's what I want. But sometimes you don't get that. So yesterday we're tearing out those units. Ouch. So learning lesson there. The building department in Bonita Springs has gotten pretty much hammered by FEMA, and they're talked to the building department guy. We're finalizing the permits on a new house that we built that's on one of our AirBNB properties, and I'm talking to that guy, and it's kind of foreign to me. I built a bunch of houses, but I never built them in a flood zone like this or in a coastal zone like this, and there are some little mistakes that we made that are delaying us getting our final on it. And I was talking to this guy yesterday, and he was kind of filling me in on what was going on. So basically, FEMA came in and said, okay, if you look at all of these streets here, there should be a permit on every single lot. There should be a permit for either rebuilding the lower levels on the houses that were built to the wind code, or there should be a permit that you tore these houses down because they can't be rebuilt because of the 50% rule, or there should be a rebuild permit on every single solitary one. Well, guess what? They don't have them. So Bonita's been lenient with everybody, which we're all thankful for. But now every address in that zip code, they're going to go through, and not the zip code, and they're going to go through and make sure you have a permit for something because you did get flooded. So I understand with that. So I'm going to have to deal with that this year. That's going to be kind of fun. And then, something else that we're working on, there's a friend of mine, his name's Mike, and I have another friend, his name's Rob. Rob's a pastor, and Mike is a good long-term friend. We've gone to Guatemala a bunch of times. He's kind of mentors me a little bit. He knows Florida quite a bit. He knows the Bonita area very much. He grew up here. So he's been kind of somebody that we would talk to when we run into issues and problems. So we flew down to Guatemala, and I kind of had it, God kind of had it on my heart to help out with doing like an orphanage situation. And we went down there, and we actually, primarily Mike did most of it. He's a part of a thing called Mana Ministries, and they basically have taken a little bit of money and invested it, and it's grown, and they've used that to help people out and to grow God's kingdom. And through that money, they have planted all kinds of different churches and stuff in both Mexico and in Guatemala. So we go down there, and we basically help one of the pastors down there put together a program. Well, it's not even a program. He's got like a little miniature orphanage going on. So him and his kids have taken in three or four children into their houses, and the ministry pays for the structure that they're in, and they basically live as a family unit instead of going and doing like an orphanage, which you have, everything's institutionalized, and it gets to be where the kids you're protecting the kids, but they don't feel the love that they feel if they're part of a family. So we're bringing that back here. Rob has been taking in people that have issues in their life, a lot of people that have drug issues and stuff like that. And he has, he's helped them get their wheels back on, and kind of God's been leading him into, we need to help kids. So he's focusing on the 13 to 17-year-old age group. So we're trying to put together a situation where we're going to do a fundraiser, and currently we're going to try to buy a horse farm that's here. It's $5 million. We're going to try to get that put together, and that's something I'm working on with them. So I'm going to go negotiate with the owner and see if we can get them to give us time to do this fundraiser. And if they don't, God will give us something else to work on. But we're going to put something together for Rob to be able to take care of as many of these kids as possible. He's been about a year into getting all I think it's called DCF. He's getting all the information together so that they can do this within the guidelines of the government here. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm going to be working on that as well. And that's what I was on the phone quite a bit about that yesterday. And then we're looking for, our shop is too small. I mean, it's way too small. We've grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. And right now we're renting a bunch of space across the street from us. And it's just, I don't know. The problem is we are coastal and everything's so expensive. So let's say there's a place down the street that's perfect for us. It's 20,000 square feet, but they want $4.5 million for it. That's a lot of money, man. That's $30,000 a month. It's a big building, and I really don't get enough parking. So we're kind of thinking we might go out a little bit further, add some driving time to everybody's commutes to their jobs, but maybe buy a farm or something that's inland 20 or 30 miles and buy maybe 10 or 15 or 100 acres. I don't know what we can buy. We're going to look at that. And then, so yesterday we're getting towards season. So we're starting to have 4 to 5 trucks every day come in with stuff on them. And, obviously those 2 Airbnbs, they had, kitchens, baths, ceiling fans, shower doors, furniture, all that stuff came back to the shop too. So we got all of that and 4 or 5 trucks full of stuff. So we're out of space. So a lot of stuff that we have been sitting on for a while because we were looking kind of empty. We were keeping stuff that we don't normally keep. So we're getting rid of all that stuff right now, throwing it all out. So we got a new girl working our warehouse, and she's trying to get St. Vincent de Paul to come and get it, which our luck, we've tried that stuff before, but who knows? Maybe she's got a relationship that we don't have, and maybe that can work. I hate throwing this stuff away. So it's perfectly good stuff. It's just not the right color, or they're not of current design. Some of the stuff is the right color and is the right design. We just don't have the room. We can't keep it. We got to take the stuff that we know makes us our money. So versus having a couch set, we would rather have a kitchen cabinet set. The couch, I'm going to sell it for $300. The kitchen cabinet set, I'm going to sell for, $1,500 to $6,000, depending on what it is. So we're doing that. And, so we're also analyzing our rentals. The Airbnb model right now is down. Talked to a lot of people. It's down big time. So we're coastal. There's such a shortage of rentals. We're evaluating whether we want to continue to do the Airbnb stuff or if we just want to rent this stuff out. So those are all the things going on in my world right now. Continuing to write the book. That's pretty much it. So Remove Pros Demolition, and I'll see you on the next video.